Will Stewart from OnlineChessLessons.net, and I'm sitting down with Bill Snead, Chief Tournament Director of the Vegas International Chess Festival. And this is the Midnight Scoop. The tournament just ended. Alex Linderman just killed it with 5.5 out of 6 to take clear first in the open section. And this was my first trip to Vegas, not to mention my first national open here, and I had a good time. The tournament definitely has a unique flavor. There's a lot of different stuff going on, a lot of lectures. Former world champ Anatoly Karpov came in town, played a nice simul. I think 22 wins, 2 draws, if I recall. And, well, you know, it was a highlight-filled weekend. So, Bill, what was your highlight of the weekend? What went best for the organizing crew?
Well, we have a great staff, and I guess what went best was we didn't have any major issues with the players. They seemed to really enjoy the event. We got lots of compliments. We're back on the Strip now, and so, you know, a lot of people talked about that. We'd been at another hotel the last 3 years. But I was asked by somebody, what's your favorite moment of the tournament? And I said, well, it's round 1 when I say start your clocks. And then my other favorite moment is round 6 when I say start your clocks, because you know things have gone well.
Okay. And, the Riviera was definitely fantastic. It was pretty cool coming in town. They have a lot of nice, the old Elvis Presley feel, I guess, in Vegas and whatnot.
It's an old-time hotel, yeah.
That's right. And so what kind of guests does this, has this tournament been attracting throughout its history? I know Karpov and Korchnoi, any kind of celebrity guests, anything like that?
We've had so many, you might say chess superstars over the years. I probably couldn't think of all of them, but Sammy Reshevsky, and you mentioned Korchnoi. Karpov has been here before. He was here in 1998 and played a simul. A lot of simuls. We've done so many different events. We try to put something more than just a chess tournament. You can go to the run-of-the-mill chess tournament where you just sit down and play chess. But we do a lot of things here. We bring grandmasters in to give lectures.
A lot of kids running around. They were going to a ton of different simuls. I know Grandmaster Ron Henley was absolutely killing it day and night out here. Who else was doing it? GM
Kacyan, yeah.
That's right.
Malik
there was a
Kacyan.
couple others. I mean, what do you think, what was your favorite moment, I guess, this year, other than kicking off the clocks? What do you think was...
Well, I'm going to tell you what my favorite moment was, and it's a little weird. Karpov was going to sign autographs for the kids. We set up a 1-hour block of time for Grandmaster Karpov to sign autographs. Well, it was between rounds of the International Youth Championship, and there was one game still going on. So we couldn't get in the room for him to sign autographs till the last game was over. You can't have a bunch of hullabaloo while they're playing chess.
Right?
And so here is 2 kids playing a rook and pawn endgame, and who's the one person standing there watching them finish? Anatoly Karpov. That was so cool watching him watch these 2 kids finish their endgame. I mean, it just blew me away. And then they got in line to sign autographs, and the kid who lost that game was one of the first ones in line. And I was sitting right next to Karpov because I'd gone to get him a cup of coffee, and he said to this young man, "You should have drawn that game." I mean, he was real friendly about it. He was real nice about it. He says, "You need to study rook and pawn endgames." I'll bet he does.
Very nice, Bill. It was a fantastic tournament
cool.
this year. I had an excellent time. What can we expect to see next year in Las Vegas?
Well, we plan on bringing the National Open back to Las Vegas next year. We've got to get a contract done with the hotel, and we don't know who or if we're going to have some chess superstar. We're the International Chess Festival, and they come from all over the world. This year we had Monaco and Egypt and Serbia and Australia and the Philippines, just lots of places. So we don't know what fun surprises await people next year, but it's going to be a fantastic event.
This is Will Stewart from OnlineChessLessons.net, and I'm sitting down with Alan Losoff from the Las Vegas International Chess Festival. He's the main organizer here. And Alan, this was a very smoothly run tournament. There was quite a bit of variables involved in the organization. You got a bunch of grandmasters giving lectures. I know, I think something like 20 GMs and probably another 20 IMs showed up. Most of the biggest names in U.S. chess, as well as a couple of international names. How do you prepare for a tournament of this magnitude?
Well, it is a lot of work. We're already working on next year's. It takes more than a year to do an annual tournament. It's actually a lot easier now with email. A lot of the arrangements, contacting the grandmasters and and staff members we do through email, and that helps a lot. But it's just a question of going through some checklists and making sure we cover all the bases, and having a great staff who can cover me when I miss one of the bases.
So I understand that you guys, I guess, are a little bit unique from other tournament organizers and whatnot, because this is your main focus year in and year out. Is that correct? Just putting on the Vegas festival as best you guys can.
Well, this is my main focus as far as organizing chess events. I still participate as a tournament director at other events, and I've been doing this for about 25 years.
One thing I guess on a different topic, one thing from a player's perspective, one thing that I would have liked to see is maybe a couple more side events. Whether, I know you guys were running a Game 5, I think, in the past, Blitz tournament, or maybe some semi-rapid quads or anything like that. What do you think about that?
But this takes some organization, it takes some staff, and the organizing committee has been trying to find a way to design such an event so that the players come away with it feeling good. If we do an event and the players don't come away feeling good, then we've missed something. And that's our primary goal, is to make the players help the players have fun, and to provide as much action as we can. That's why we have the lectures and the side events we do have. And anytime we can come up with something new, we will.
Well, I know you guys run the Game 10, the national championship here. What do you think about doing some kind of national Bug House or Crazy House, or even Chess 960, a Fisher Random championship here? That's something I would love to see.
Well, Fisher Random is something I think we are going to try and get into. We tried once. We had a Fisher Random Simul last year. Larry Kaufman, who had won it in the U.S. Open, did it, and we thought it was a worthwhile experiment, and we may do something like that again. We've had Bug House tournaments here. They're just not that popular in a primarily adult environment. But we're never afraid to try something new, and the players tell us by playing or not playing whether they like it.
Okay, fair enough. So what's the scoop on next year? Who's the celebrity coming in town?
Well, we don't have anyone lined up right now.
No comment.
No, we don't have a superstar of the Karpov stature every year. We've had the last time we did before him was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, when we had all three of the Polgar sisters doing a tandem simul. We probably will have a superstar the year after next, if we don't have one next year.
Well, Alan, I definitely thank you for taking the time to sit down with me for this interview here. And I will look forward to playing you in the Bug House tournament next year.
Well, let's hope you've got a good partner, because my partner, Bill Snead, is the best Bug House player in the world.
I don't know. I'm from Atlanta. I'll get causing